Hi everyone, it is Mickey here from A Pretty Talent, where we use our God-given talents to make the world a pretty place and also to help spread the message of Jesus Christ. Now I am back with this little record player journal that I am constructing, and in this video I want to work on these circles here. My apologies for my voice, it's still a little bit gone. Got laryngitis or something like that, I'm not sure. In any case, so I want to work with the little holes. So what I have done beforehand is I have taken, I wonder if you can see this. This is old inkjet transparencies, printable transparencies that I've still got lying around the house. And I figured I'm going to put them through my ink tank printer and see how it copes with it. And honestly, I thought it coped very well with it. So I'll tell you a little bit more about that now. I also tried printing on clear sticker paper. And I have hits and misses with these. And it's not the brand, it's the same brand I'm trying, but and I'm using a Tower one, it's a good brand. But sometimes I get really good quality images, and sometimes the prints are just fuzzy like this. So at what is it, about 30 Rand a sheet for this. I can't afford misses. Honestly, can't afford it. And so I've come to dislike these. Now these would have been ideal because they are already sticky on the back and whatever it is. With these transparencies, I'm going to need to figure out how I'm going to attach them. In any case, I have an idea, but let me first tell you what I've done. So, these are the ones I still need to cut up. Now, I also have normal write-on transparencies, which I've cut up, and I'll show you how I do that, into, 6 in a sheet. And I'm going to use the two transparencies together. So the printable transparencies has a bit of a sticky side. That's the side you print on. And this is the smooth side. So my sticky side is going to go on top of a smooth side. But what I've done is I have flipped the images on the computer. I've taken every image I printed, and these are just images I pulled off Pinterest, various designers and whatever it is. So I went to the computer and I flipped them. And this is nothing great. You just edit, go to your photo editor, click edit, click flip horizontally, and that's how you achieve this. So each image is now printed in both ways. But when I put them together inside the journal, they are going to line up precisely with each other. So that when I pull a journal out, you will be able to see the same image from both sides. You won't even realize, well, that's ideally how this is going to work out. You won't even realize there are two images. When the journal is inside the pocket, you'll have the image on this side and the image on that side. So that's my thinking with this. Now, most of them are pre-cut, but I wanted to show you how I go about it. So let me do that. First off, I've got a transparency here, the last sheet that I need to cut up. And that's 4 sheets of transparencies that I cut up to get the 24 pieces that I needed. So I line it up on 10.5 because the transparency is 21 centimeters in width. So I line it up on my 10.5 centimeter mark to cut it in half. And then it is just under 30 centimeters. So, in length. So I am going to line up just under the under 30 centimeters. I'm lining up just under the 20 centimeter liners and see where it starts. Okay. And I'm cutting it there. And then I'm lining up a little bit closer to the 10. And so they're all just going to be short of 10 centimeters, but honestly, you don't even have to. If you want to cut them on 10 centimeters, that would be enough. Well, if you had the same journal, I suppose. In any case, I could have done that, but I'm a little pedantic sometimes with this measuring thing. And, oh no, it even gets to me. So anyways, so there are my 6. And they just kind of pull apart if they didn't cut thoroughly. Okay, and 2 left from the previous one. Okay, so I've still got these 8 to pack. And now I'm going to go to the transparencies. So I've got 9 little pictures left. I'll have 2 left over. Or 1 with its reverse. Okay, so again, I have different sizes and things, and they're going to be handled differently. I'm just going to recover some of this transparency on the side, because I think I might be able to put that to good use somewhere else later on. Maybe not, and then I'll just toss it, but for the moment I'll keep it. This just pulls off, because we're not going to need that. It didn't pull off very nicely, did it? There we go. Okay, and then I'm just going to cut on this side as well. I'm not bothered with cutting too straight at this stage. Cut the 9 pictures apart. You need to give this ink some time to dry. The first transparency, I kind of picked it up too soon. But anyways, not a biggie. But that's why there's ink on my fingers now. Okay, so let's just see. Okay, we've got this one with the rough side in. And it's the same as this one. So they'll go like that. Let's see. Oh, let me just put these 2 together first. Do they go? Oh, I've got them wrong. They're not the same. It's no wonder they don't want to work. These are all going to be different. I printed twice. I didn't send 2 copies to the print. I can see that. Okay. Sure, this would work better on white. I'll go to white just now because this is going to drive me crazy. Let me just get all of them on a backing. Well, one will not have a backing. That one. We'll see if I want to swap out later. Okay. Now hang on. I counted wrong, I'm quite sure. How many do I need? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I have more that are extra. Okay. I have extras. I counted wrong. I would rather have extras than be short, so that's okay by me. I'm sure we're going to find something useful for the extras to do. To do with the extras is a better way of putting it, isn't it? Okay. The recovery box. Now. Just cutting them apart again. And now I'm going to have to match them. Some of them are really close in appearance. Okay. Right, let's keep that handy. Okay, so this bloke is that one. It will now go like that. There we go, now it lines up nicely. Why is this one sideways? No, where's your friend? This. This one. This one is over here, it's also sideways. This one is over here. This one is over there. This one is over here. This one is over here. This one is over here. And the last one is over here. Okay, so we need to pick the 4 that we want to use. I like this one. This one looks so friendly. I'm going to go with that. Oops. This one seems a little curious. I'm going to go with that one. And the last one, this one looks like it's saying, hi, how are you? Okay, so these are going to be extras. Let's put all of our extras together. And over there, okay. And there are our covers. Okay, now, sure, let me bring that journal back in. Right. So here's the thing that I've got going now. Okay, there are the rest of them. Let's put them like that. Now you can see all of them better. Well, I hope you can at least. And I'm trying to stay in camera. Okay. So the idea now is to attach them somehow. Now, these bigger ones, they will attach very easily. So they're not going to be an issue. I am kind of wondering if I shouldn't swap them out now with some of the smaller ones. I now have the smaller ones. How many large ones are there? So 1, 2, 3. Maybe I should go with the same kind of thing. Swap out those two. Oh, okay. Go with that. And that. And that. Okay. Those two are swapped. These two. So I go with a bottom one, a top one, and a cover. And then this one is also a large one. So we'll do the bottom sheet, that one, that one, this one. Yeah, I'd say they're now more or less all the same. Maybe that one's still a bit larger. Maybe swap that one out as well. So bottom sheet. Okay. And yeah, let's call it a day. let's call those our 12 pictures that we want to work with. Otherwise, we really run the risk of becoming pedantic about things again, and not a character trait I love about myself, honestly. Okay. Just putting them aside, all over the place. And now I have something that I bought on Etsy. Where is that little box now? Oh, here it is, right under my journal. Okay. And these are called boo-boo tapes. Okay, so boo-boo tape is by Seven Plaza. Margaret from Seven Plaza on YouTube, and she has a Etsy shop, and she uses this boo-boo tape all the time. So I have been printing this on the clear sticker paper. I bought this, I supported her channel, and bought this on Etsy. There's a hair there that I'm desperately trying to get out of there. Okay, and okay, let me show you first. These ones that, you know, the white parts that have no print on them, I kept this because I'm quite sure that if I use my alcohol inks, let's give that a shot, let's not assume anything. I have my alcohol inks right here. But if I use my alcohol inks, I'm going to go with this, what is this? Olive green, number 41. Oh my word, let me not work on my journal. What have I got here that I can work on? Here, I'll work on this little book. So, I think, if I'm right about this, I can use my alcohol ink markers, and I can create something similar. Let me leave that one out. Here's brown grey on these leftover strips. And they're going to give me pretty much the same kind of effect. Let me go with this one, yellow ochre. Yeah, just look at that. It's going to be lovely. I'm also going to go with, I'm just doing a couple of different colors here. What is this one? Potato brown. And if I now take these apart, oops, drop that one. Okay, put the alcohol in away. I'm quite sure that if I now cut them apart, and honestly I suppose I should give them a little bit more chance to dry, but it is alcohol ink, it should be pretty much instantly dry. Okay, you can hardly tell the difference between the printed ones and the ones I've just made. Now, I'm going to say this. When you have a designer like Margaret from Seven Plaza, I don't mind supporting their channel and the income because they really give so much in terms of inspiration and ideas, and she has freebies on her Etsy shop that you can print without paying anything. So I don't mind from time to time going and buying something, even though I think I can maybe recreate it by myself. I don't mind buying it, and I don't mind supporting the artist because I think that's how you make a living. Any case, there's an idea. That's why I did not toss the cut-offs. I think people sometimes think I'm crazy for keeping all the cut-offs. But anyways, I was thinking we could use the boo-boo tape to attach these. And that would make it look real interesting. Now, this is going to cover the whole from the inside. And this is going to sit right there on the inside. And now I'm kind of wondering if I shouldn't have, well, let's test it. So I'm going to have to work upside down now to make sure that it's positioned correctly. Okay, and so my idea with the mice that I printed was, you know how I've said this before, my name spells, my initial and surname spells the Afrikaans version of mouse, mice, M-mice. And I think I want smaller pieces. Maybe not, I don't know. And so I kind of thought, in this journal, which is going to be let's call it a faith journal, because we're not journaling directly in the Bible, but we are journaling our faith. So faith journaling. I cannot for the life of me get the stick off. I'm very close to going for the tweezers. And I give. No, honestly. Wait, let me try and do this here on a flat surface. And then it is so much easier. Okay. So the idea with this is to paste the boo-boo tape like that. Oh, now this thing has gone skew. Do I mind that? Yes, I do. I don't want it skew. Okay, just lifting it away, repositioning it straight. Okay, that's a whole lot better. Do we like that? That's the question. This is nothing we can't undo just yet. Let me get another color here. I'm just releasing the tape off on the flat surface, so I know I'm a little off camera here, but honestly, these things don't have a little cut in the back or something that makes it easy to peel. There we go. Okay, the question is, do we like this? This will now essentially go in like that. I think I do like it. I am concerned though that when I slide the journals in and out, I'm going to cut that corner, that the journals are going to catch on these little prints and pull them off. So I kind of think I need to line this, cut myself 24 more pieces of transparency, and line them like that. Now you can see the cutout. Does it bug me? Hum. Let's put this back in there. I don't think it's gonna bug me. Yeah, it's one of those things where you gotta decide, eh? You gotta decide. Okay, come back out here because, oops, my apologies for bumping the camera. Trying to steady it and just doing the worst job of it. Okay, anyways. Now this one has to go exactly on the other one. Methinks the boo-boo tape should go on the other corners. Don't you love the word boo-boo tape? I think it's so cute. Maybe I should straighten this one a bit. Oi. Seriously. This is going to take forever if I can't get the tape off the backing. There we go. Sweet release. Right. And then a cover again. Which one's covered? Did I take this one? So that when I put these inside the journal, they will look like that. Why does that one look white? Am I being pedantic now? Maybe, but I don't like that white edge around the tape. That's weird. Cool, I like that. I'm still thinking, should I cut away the little square? No. I kind of think we should go with the imperfection. Should I straighten the edges? I think no. In junk journaling, we need to embrace those imperfections. Okay, so That's what I'm going to go with. I'm just going to make up my mind now and go with that. And now I'm going to go for my double-sided tape, which I can use. I need to position this better. Okay. Where it won't show. Right. I want to tape this thoroughly. Now I'm only going to do one on camera. The rest I'll do off camera. That'll give you an idea of what we're doing. How we're going about this. Okay, so that's that. Then the back as well. Going to be using quite a bit of double-sided tape. That's okay. I have loads, but yeah, to be prepared. Okay. Because I also still need to tape the inside pieces together. This is just the outside. Okay. So now let's put double-sided tape here. And here, and here, and yeah, okay. Then we pull this away. Okay, and then you just got to make sure that we've got them all lined up still. Yeah, okay. So this one will now come on top of that one. Right, then we put this one there. Double-sided tape on this one. Rightio, and here we go again. Pull away. Pull away. Pull away. Pull away. Are we lined up properly? I think pretty close. Right. Now, let's do this thing. I'm going to first tuck this in because I was worried it was going to be in our way, but it won't be. Shall we first stick down the bottom one? Guess it doesn't really matter. remove the backing. This is going to be a tedious task. You got to do all 12 pages, 24 pictures. Okay. It's not the first tedious task we've encountered with this one. Okay. Don't sit down before I'm ready for you. Okay, there you go. Now, this one. Nope, this way. Okay, and line up the mice exactly. Sure. I can see I should get myself a white backing when I do the rest of them, because that's going to make it so much easier. But okay, there you go. Essentially, that is it. Let me get the white backing. I've got, this is 3-dimensional tape. So when you look at this, it looks as if there's one picture there. That's what I wanted. I kind of like that. But, and this is the test. When you now slide the journal in there, my apologies, bumping the cable again. I stabilize. Okay. So when you slide your journal in, your mouse from this side looks absolutely adorable. And from this side looks absolutely adorable. And that's what we were going for. That's literally what we were going for. So I'm chuffed. I'm really chuffed. Okay, so I've got to finish a thought first. So my initials, come down to mice, and I kind of thought this would be my coffee with Jesus time. So I'm picking in to do some Bible journaling, to do some faith journaling. And that little fella there in the center, that's always going to be kind of resembling me in a sense. Just sort of picking in, saying, hi, time to do some Bible study, time to spend some time in God's Word. Okay, that's it. I'm going to do the rest of them off camera, because this was going to be tedious if I do all of them on camera. And then I'll switch back on and just show you the end result, do a flip through with the of the end result. We're a long ways away from having finished the journal, but this is a good start, I think. Okay, so I'll be back just now. Right, I'm back with the second installment of this video. I'll be honest with you, this took me quite some time to do, but I think it is quite worth it. So anyways, I'm going to page through this and show you how the cute these little mice came out. And they were perfectly lined up, and it just absolutely looks fantastic. And I love the boober tap. I think that was an inspired idea that I had to use that. Now let's slide in these journals again and see what this looks like now. Oh, that's gorgeous. That is just absolutely gorgeous. The reverse looks pretty much the same, but I will keep showing you. I do need to figure out a way to not turn the journals upside down, but for now we'll do it that way. How cute is that? How cute. Right. I love how these turned out. Absolutely love how these turned out. Okay. That's so sweet. Wait, let me just slide that one in. And the reverse side. So I didn't place all of them smack in the middle. I kind of thought we moved them around a bit, might be a bit more interesting. And so you will see that they're not all centered necessarily. Some of them will look absolutely fantastic. This one, I got a bit of glue, double-sided tape sticking out there, so I'm going to have to do something when I start building this journal to cover that properly. Right now, I've just put some powder over it. So I've got a powder brush here. Let me show you this. And if you've got a sticky space, then you just put some powder over it, and at least will prevent your pages from sticking to each other. But I don't like that, and that is a boo-boo that I will need to fix. Now I can put some boo-boo tape over there, I'm quite sure, but I've still got to build this page, and I'll just see if I can't cover that properly when I do that. This looks rather fantastic on the green as well, turquoise. Oh, this one tends to disappear a bit. Oh well, so be it. Even on this side, very faint. Oh well. Might be able to do, I don't think I would. We'll see. When we build the pages, I might do something about that. I kind of doubt that I would. Yeah, I like this. I really like these cute little mice. Kudos to the designers, whoever they are. Ah, it's gorgeous. And again on that side. The second last journal to go in with this little mouse, and on the back page, and then the last one. Okay, that's slide it in properly. Hello, cutie pie. I absolutely love how these turned out. I think they are so cute. Anyways, I think, well, let's see how things go, but I think next time I would like to kind of maybe spend some time on the cover. Maybe I should leave that for last. Maybe start designing these pages. I don't know. But there's a lot that you can look forward to. Let me share that with you a little bit. I have a whole lot of printables here that I have. Okay, well, these are just my prints that's left over from this project. So these are from, who is it? Sugar Pepper Press. And she's also on the, it's Christine Salinas. She's also on Etsy. And I've started cutting out some of these. And so I've got some really lovely printables ready that we can start using and so on. What I tend to do with printables, let me show you this. This is printed on cardstock that has this color. And so I don't do anything on the back of these. This is the page that comes with that set. These, on the other hand, even though I did print on the cardstock, this is the paper that comes with this set. And I just backed it with its own backing paper. And they're absolutely lovely. These are printed on white cardstock and backed with their own paper, that design paper that comes with it. So I just print it back to back. And so you will see the same thing here. This is the print out and printed back to back with its own paper designs. And that's something that I tend to do, because sometimes you stick something down flat. These are just the two papers. And sometimes you don't. And you never really know where you're going to go with something. At least we'll deal with more with this next time. But yeah, so that's something to look forward to. And the other thing that I'd like to quickly share with you, there goes my mouse slipping all over the place, that I'd like to quickly share with you before we leave off. Okay, this is, okay, two more things then. These are printables from Margaret at Seven Plaza. So found her on, she's actually not on Etsy, she's on Coffee. So you found her on Coffee. And previously I'd said Etsy, but she's actually on Coffee. Those guys are on Etsy. She's on Coffee, and go find Margaret on Coffee. Support her. These are her free printables, some of her free printables that I've used. And these are my offcuts. And so I'm just sort of arranging them like this. All of these will probably still be used while making this journal. And so I'm keeping them rather sorted, because even these tiniest strips, sorry, my voice is going. If I put this on double-sided tape, this kind of resembles something like a washi tape. And it's already there, it's already printed, it's already lovely, might as well use it. So, yeah, keep watching, because I've got some really good ideas that I want to share with you as we keep developing this journal. For now, I'm going to say cheers, see you in the next video. Bye, guys.